The way the audience consumes the media directs the way advertisers perform their job. Individuals of our generation, known as the millennials, don't respond well to cheesy television advertisements or radio advertisements. Knowing this brand everywhere started marketing on the internet, allowing people everywhere to get an understanding of their company. The internet still remains the champion in terms of choice of medium for advertising, even though some people still follow the traditional ways of advertising. Online advertising has been growing drastically ever since the internet became popular. Statistics show that advertising relies heavily on the growing trend of the internet. Therefore, advertising products and services through this medium is the most effective and efficient. Advertisers recognize that there is a drastic shift in the way media is formed today, and they have adapted to the place of the daily consumer. People everywhere are becoming more and more reliant on technology, utilizing devices, and exploring new applications and internet sites. So when you boil it down, the innovation of technology has really just created a mass amount of mediums, also known as channels, for brands to advertise through.
Well, it's just table stakes. I remember a couple months ago, one of my tech friends, he's like, "Yeah, last week I left my wallet at home. I didn't go back. Last week I left my phone at home. I went back." So we just can't operate without it, right? That's from an efficiency perspective, from an enjoyment perspective, from a connectivity perspective. It's just there.
I think it just makes us more efficient. It makes us, my ability to organize myself, my ability to do simple tasks quickly, do easily, to be efficient. It's really what technology benefits me. I don't have to spend as much time as people used to doing simple mundane tasks. They're all kind of automated now, and they're all taken care of, and I can focus on building new things and then doing new things.
Pretty amazing and pretty fast. It really makes your life feel like your life is going by pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And it really, just seeing how long things used to take 2 years ago, 1 year ago, 5 years ago, it's just amazing, And, those are the kind of things that stick out for me. And just a lot of times you'll say to yourself, "Geez, I wish there was a technology to do this because I want to do this." And either that day or a month or two later, it's there.
It's hard to say. I mean, who would have thought that mobile devices would be such a big thing 20 years ago? It can be lots of things. There's lots of technologies that are coming up that, for the same thing that I was talking about, where it makes us more efficient, it makes us so we don't have to do all those mundane tasks, it frees us up. So in doing that, it allows us to view ads. So like I mentioned, there's the Google cars, like their whole objective is to show you ads. So that might be a big venue of seeing ads. Instead of driving now, I'm just looking at ads the whole time. Or, there's virtual reality coming out. That's a whole new platform, a whole new medium of digesting content. So that's a whole other platform where advertising can be. So even embedded ads, so like ads in TV shows where they pick up a Pepsi can and they drink it, or there's a Pepsi machine in the background. That's a huge growing advertising thing because it's subtle and advertisements are now very they're just like pollutants. Like you see them everywhere, you try to tune them out. So the best way to get to people is to not realize, maybe so they don't realize they're actually seeing an ad and they're just seeing content.
Technology is very important to marketing, and it's important from two perspectives, I think. Number one, using technology to deliver better marketing programs and marketing campaigns and making brands better. But technology also helps marketers do their job better, do their work better, right? So to step back. So we would use forward-thinking technologies to deliver emails better, cool social media tools and ideas. Websites and microsites and mobile apps to deliver content for our clients. But then internally, not thinking of what we deliver for the clients, we leverage data analytics to make our campaigns better. We leverage systems that create code for us, so we don't have to code everything from scratch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So our processes internally are made better by forward-thinking technology. technologies, and then the results that we produce for our clients is all kinds of great technology. So it's only going to get bigger and better and faster. But what we always have to be careful of is that not every technology is an appropriate technology. So every day there's X number of technology improvements and everything's changing, but that doesn't mean you have to do everything. It's all about matching the right technology for the right need and the right client sometimes too.
The Internet. You can use it for work, play, or just to explore. Do you wish you knew how to use the Internet? Well, now you can become a master of the Internet.
As new technologies evolved and became more versatile in both larger and smaller markets, agencies were provided with the ability to think outside the box and market products in a completely revolutionary way. With technology constantly improving day by day, the conceptual and creative limits have also grown exponentially. Agencies are now able to advertise through countless forms of media to reach their desired consumer and hopefully grab their attention. New technology ultimately helps in the process of making tasks happen quicker and easier. Agencies also now have the ability of having the consumer's attention almost 24/7. Think about it. The common person is on their phone throughout the day, constantly facing exposure to online advertisements. If this isn't the case, then you're focused on what's going on around you, while most likely being exposed to a public advertisement of some sort. These public advertisements could consist of things like window displays, telephone directory displays, transit signs, lamp posters, banners, etc. Yet advertising through electronic media has become the most popular and effective medium in today's day.
Without a doubt, social media plays a big part on our marketing. However, social media isn't the answer for everything, and it doesn't necessarily have to be included in everything. So, to a great degree, a lot of campaigns, social media plays a super heavy part, and it's one of the 2 or 3 big channels of the marketing mix. But it's others, it doesn't yet, or you're only using one channel. So certain things like social, like mobile, and desktop, and the analytics all play a big part in everything we do going forward. But frankly, sometimes so does mass guerrilla marketing. Having somebody in a jumpsuit jumping around on a street corner with a sign in his hand, right? That's just another marketing channel, or a billboard, or a TV ad, or a radio ad. So we consider the entire marketing mix in every campaign that we do. And gone are the days where somebody would say, I need a social media campaign to be successful. Well, you might need part of the social media campaign might be partly why you're successful, but you might need to follow it up with something else too. A microsite, a mobile game, a video or something like that. Yeah.
I think people are confused about mobile applications in that if you have a bakery and you want people with mobile devices to access your bakery, the best way to do that is just have a website and have it so it works on mobile devices. You don't need an app. An app is for functionality. It's for giving a service to your end user. And if you don't have a service to offer, if you just have your company that you want to show, then a mobile app is completely useless to you. Whereas if you do have a service, or if you do have value you can give to a user, then the mobile app's an excellent idea because it engages them with the brand. They have on their device, so it's something that's with them wherever they go. But I think a lot of people misunderstand that, and they think that they all just need apps, whereas apps are very specific to what value you can bring to the end user.
But technology is becoming more and more important so that you can really customize the message. When you're spending advertising dollars, you quite often they're inefficient because you're marketing products or solutions to people that they're not really relevant to or don't really care. So the more that you can use technology, such as CRM, customer relationship management applications, mobile-aware applications, etc., so that you make sure you're marketing your solutions to the people that are going to actually care and maybe buy them. You're really using your marketing dollars a lot more effectively. So I think that really the ability to focus your marketing message and focus your marketing efforts on the customer you ultimately want to reach, very important. Where we're seeing technology evolve is it's really we can do a lot more focused campaigns, etc. around when we go out to a trade show, for instance, and we collect leads from people who show an interest in our product. We can better segment those customers. In the old days, we had to just phone them all up, but now we can really segment them before we get a hold of them, etc., and separate the ones that look like a good prospect from a bad prospect, etc. So it makes it a lot more efficient for us. What do they call it? Geo-aware advertising. So advertising that will pick up on your smartphone when you're in the produce section of the supermarket and let you know that this is on sale, or can play text messages to you. I get that sort of stuff when I travel. Quite often, I'll get a text message from the airlines telling me, oh, you know where the frequent flyer lounge is in this airport that you're in, etc. So geo-aware, I think, through your smartphone, advertising and applications, I think, will be the next wave.
I promise that I know you very well. Your eyes never lie, even if they fail. Out the sky and your optics turn stale. With a mode that's green, I can see you fit the bill.
Well, I've been in the industry a long time, so really, I was in the industry before the internet was even really being utilized. So that's really been the single biggest impact on marketing, has been the internet, especially for the small business person. The internet is going to be your key portal to the world. It is how the majority of your customers are going to find you. And that's a huge difference to the old days where, you could find, if you wanted to find a drywaller or somebody to fix your fridge, you went to the Yellow Pages or asked for references with people you knew. The internet now has totally changed that, and so it's critical, especially for small businesses, to have an internet presence and a good internet presence. Yeah, we do, and that's always very important. Again, I was just on TripAdvisor looking for some hotels, and if I'm on my handheld device, on my smartphone, etc., I want to make sure that I'm on a mobile-friendly version of that TripAdvisor website or whoever's website I'm looking at. Otherwise, it's too cumbersome for me. It takes too long to download the pages, etc., when I'm trying to look something up fast. So it's absolutely critical. I think making it interesting and making it relevant and making it succinct. You really got to get your message across fast. If you're going to do anything like that, social media, you've really got to catch their attention, but be really quick, and then give them a link to go find more information if they're interested. Viral marketing campaigns, again, are something you've got to be careful with. They can backfire on you. Because, again, people will often view them as, if they don't get the joke, so to speak, or they don't understand what you're trying to do, they might view them as an intrusion. But how they typically would get started is you'd want to make it seem like it was something that was really initiated by somebody outside your company, typically. So you got to typically engage with a third party to help you with a viral marketing campaign.
But an amigo never dropped me. In front of a dirty double mirror, they felt me. And I love myself. The world is a ghetto with big guns and dick inside. I love myself. But they can do what they want whenever they want. I don't mind. I love myself. He said I gotta get up. Life is more than suicide. I love myself. One day at a time. Sun gon' shine. Everybody looking at you crazy. What you gonna do? Lift up your head